Whoa. Sanford PD is moving in hot. Good morning, guys. First and foremost, I'm going to say please excuse a little bit of the mess. It is the week returning from hurricane coverage, and we have a lot going on. Our entire staff is absolutely exhausted. So, I just want to get that out of the way. I feel a little loose today. Crystal and I had a great time anchoring the desk. We laughed probably way too much because we're very, very tired. But I'm in Sanford today. And I'm in what is going on? Car is flying. I'm in Sanford. So our crew, we all work in Orlando, but we live all across Central Florida. And I do take a lot of what my team has to say and input it into what we do, right? So today I am in the city of Sanford along State Road 44. I keep saying 44 and I don't know why. I need to go play that number in the lottery or something. Along State Road 46, just east of French Ave. And if you're familiar with that area, a lot of construction going on out there. So I'm going to get my hater blockers on and we're going to go for a nice drive. And I do have our nifty exterior camera set up for great visibility here. I love this view because one, the quality of the camera is just absolutely amazing. But if you've driven out here at all, you know it's under heavy construction, heavy redesign, a lot of things happening out here. And some of it comes across a little confusing. So I've driven out here once or twice by myself, and now I figured I want to take you guys for the drive as well, and to see, do you find it as confusing as a lot of people do? And we're going to do this together. Man, Sanford PD is out, guys. Look at them. They are busy, busy, busy today. So we're going to go and drive through this construction zone, see what it looks like, see how things are going, and maybe learn a thing or two while we're in said construction zone. So it's a beautiful day outside. I'm glad you guys are with me. I truly, truly hope your family, your home, your property, wherever you live, managed well throughout the storm. And that you're practicing some kindness, just a little bit, right? Okay, so where are we right now? I am, let me get my bearings, southbound facing on French Avenue, aka US 1792, at the intersection of 25th Street, aka H.E. Thomas Jr., aka State Road 46. And within this area is the city of Sanford. Very residential, very common intersection here. But just as we begin to turn out here and begin to travel east, look at all the construction taking place in the westbound direction. All these redesigns, the asphalt is messed up. I say messed up in a term that it's not messed up, it's just things are happening. And a lot of lane changing taking place. So I wanted to come out so we could see this firsthand. So first and foremost, what do we see here? We see that the lanes actually have been shifted at some point. If you look down here in this left travel lane, we used to be scoot over a little more left to the left, but they have replaced the traffic lines. Why are they doing this? Because of the redesign. There is an expansion taking place out here, and to make things better, how many times do I say they've got to get worse, right? And that's what we're seeing here. But are the lanes properly marked? Are people paying attention within the construction zone? And that's what we're out here tackling today. So we're now eastbound on 46 on aka 25th Street, left travel lane, heavy construction zone, doing the speed limit 35 mile an hour in a posted 35 zone. We're all cruising. We're going to come to a stop here because this, I believe, is going to make a left. Please always use your turning signal. Thank you for using it. But just because as we're traveling eastbound that we have no issues in our travel lanes does not mean that we're not in a construction zone. So in the construction zone, what are the rules? Speeding fines are doubled. All moving violations are doubled within a construction zone. And of course, no phone zone. No matter what, you can't even look at your phone while being within this construction zone. So you've got to be very, very careful. Obviously, westbound is going to be our biggest issue. You could already see that here. And I'm trying to see markings and all that fun stuff, so I have something to talk about on the way back. But the key to this is you really got to pay attention to the markings in the road and understand what's old and what's new. So eastbound, we're good to go. I think that's pretty simple stuff, right? Turns into a 45 mile an hour zone. Nice and clean. So let's get turned around and we'll make a U-turn and head westbound within this intersection to see what's going on. That school bus there, that's weird. Oh, this is going to be a lot harder than I thought. All right, so we're going to get across and then we'll pull a U-turn, because pulling a U-turn here might cause some major confusion for some of these drivers. And I don't feel like confusing anybody right now. All right, so we'll pull a U-turn right here. And if you're joining us this morning on this Monday, good morning. I know there's probably a whole bunch of much more stuff you could be doing today, and yet we are streaming YouTube, clickorlando.com, the Clicko app, and of course on your smart TV, News 6 Plus. And we're here in Sanford talking about the construction along 46, east of French Avenue. Specifically in the westbound lanes. I had to think there for a second. Specifically westbound, right? And eastbound, it's going to happen for you guys. But westbound, you're the one seeing the heavy changes out there right now. So we are now going to travel westbound on 46 in the city of Sanford here and encounter this construction zone ourselves. So I'm going to do something on purpose. I'm going to move into this left lane. We're looking for signage. What kind of signage are we looking at here? Not much, right? 2 travel lanes eastbound. Coming up on Mellonville here. Got to pay attention to the road. We're in the left lane, and suddenly, only marking and on the far right, this left lane is going to end. So it says merge. I need to get over. No one's to my right. I'm going to begin to move over. Now we're down to a single travel lane with lane shifts as you approach Orange Avenue and the railroad tracks here. Workers present, active construction zone, meaning all fines are doubled. So you want to pay attention. Now all of a sudden, it breaks back out into 2 travel lanes. Because I'm trying to set myself up for some mess ups here so we can see what's going on, I'm going to move into the left travel lane because that one's not backed up, right? So we're going to approach here. I'm coming up on the intersection of Sanford Avenue. A lot of things going on, a lot of construction here. And now we're going to continue straight. It says I can either go straight or make a left turn. We're going to go straight. So as we continue here, a lot of carvings in the road, but you got to pay attention because now there's no dedicated left turn lane. So you get drivers like this that just stop. So it gets a little hairy. Also, those 2 drivers up there, you got to really chill out. This Tesla and this white SUV, back and forth, back and forth. Biggest issue I can see out here is drivers wanting to make a left turn like that, and us wanting to go straight, and it being a dual left and straight that you get stuck behind them. But as you're cruising here, a lot of construction out here. Got to pay attention. But I could see how the left lane could be misunderstood for both just a straight lane, and then drivers are getting upset because of the drivers wanting to make a left. What's changed? Look what's changed out here. Because of the construction, the 2 far right lanes are shut down. A lot of conage. You like that? I don't even know what that word is. A lot of signage and barriers out there preventing drivers from being in those far right lanes. We are so used to that area being a straight lane for a while, and then it turns to right turn only. So I do want to see it one more time. Whoa, there's a Captain D's out here. And a Church's Chicken. Sanford, you're keeping the good stuff. All right, let's get turned around. Want to do it safely. And we will head back out. We're pulling here to the auto parts store real quick. Make a U-turn. But you can see there in that zone, you have to truly be paying attention, because if you're not, you're going to probably get frustrated at other drivers because you are making mistakes. So what was the first thing we saw? We saw if you're traveling eastbound, the biggest thing you have to worry about is not having a dedicated left turn anymore. So what do you have? You have just 2 eastbound lanes. And in return, sometimes that left lane will get backed for a driver wanting to make a legal left turn. So you have to be very cautious of that. What did we see westbound? At some point, signage is marked there, but you really got to be paying attention. I'm not even going to lie about that. Normally I'd hit you for it. But the signage is so far off to the right, and then there's only markings onto the ground. So you truly have to be paying attention to what's going on out there. Because if you're not, you're going to be one of these drivers really nervous about trying to get back in, or you're going to start beeping and all this stuff. So I'll move over to the left lane just to give us better visibility. But you can see all these barrels out here, part obstructing the far right turn lane out here, and the right through lane, or at least what used to be the right through lane. So it's still a very busy area. Just because the construction is happening does not mean that this stuff just stops. So you always want to be just super careful of that as you're traveling out here. Put the phone down. Make sure that you are aware. Because if you're let's be real, if you're traveling through here once, because you live out here, you're probably going to travel through it again. So make sure you're figuring it out, okay? And you can see there's utility crews all over the place. Cherry pickers, dump trucks, different type of construction equipment that is all over here along State Road 46, east of 1792, all the way out towards Mellonville, almost close towards the high school. So you just want to be super careful of that. So if you're joining us, thank you. I know you could be doing something else, but it's a beautiful day. 77 degrees. Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos out here today giving us a beautiful forecast after what a mess last week. Isn't she amazing? Her and her weather team. Like, let's be real. And for those that, it's her weather team. So she leads them. And they had such a great cadence during Milton. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. So lights getting ready to turn green. And we're going to continue east. We'll pull one more U-turn and we'll wrap this baby up. So if you're joining us, we're in Sanford right now, eastbound 25th at Sanford Ave, aka 25th is State Road 46, green light, go. And that's another thing, always paying attention. Too many people, they use the opportunity to red light to sit on their phone, and then the light turns green, you get honked and you're getting upset. No reason to get upset. Just do what you're supposed to do, all right? Nothing in traffic is personal. But man, there's so much construction. And you can even watch them lane shifting out here, getting nervous, cutting each other off. It's kind of annoying. It's because it's so preventable, all preventable. So do you remember Florida law? You cannot even answer your phone in a construction zone. What did I say? You cannot even answer your phone in a construction zone. The state of Florida made it very clear when they did that. Active construction zone and active school zones. No touching the phone. All my stuff is mounted. I control everything from a switcher right here. And it's pretty amazing. I got to have photojournalist Rob Brewer as my partner in crime during the hurricane. And let me tell you, he's like, man, everyone needs to see the inside of this truck. Because they need to see what Results One is capable of. And I agree. I don't even think Thomas, our web producer, has been inside this thing. All right, last go. Full observation. Let's pay attention here. Westbound 46 at Melonville, active construction zone. Sign saying reduce your speed, new pattern. What do we begin to see? Signs that say left lane closed ahead. Merge indicator on the travel lane here with markings. You have to be aware. All of a sudden, left lane stops over at Willow and begins to merge into a single travel lane as you approach Orange and the railroad tracks. You do not want to speed through this area as workers are present and fines are doubled. We, for the purpose of the stream now, we did left lane. We're going to stay in the right lane. Why? Because construction vehicles are in and out and we need to be careful. And I want to show you that. So we're going to stay here in the right lane in a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit, and then it reduces to 35 right before Sanford Avenue. So we're going to actually stay here at 35. 2 right lanes blocked, 2 left lanes open. Good example right there. See the Audi, left lane? It could go straight, but it can go left too. So you'd have to be prepared to stop. As we continue here, still 2 right lanes blocked. What are we used to seeing up over here as we approach 1792? We are used to this right lane ending. This right lane normally would end. What's going to happen? I'm going to show you. So as we continue, the sign says right here at Oak Avenue, right lane ends. But does it? Like, really? I'm not sure. Actually, I'm going to tell you. It does not. So we are going to continue here in the left lane. But this is the issue. This left lane is left turn only. So if you think you're going to stop traffic, you can't. There is no right turn. It is a single lane only. And you can see as traffic is going through this area, it is a consistent flow of traffic. Here, this is not a left where I can make. There is a red left turning signal, so I'm not going anywhere. But to the point of some of our contributors, the traffic will begin to get backed, and then people use the left turn lane that I'm in to begin to bypass it. Man, we talked about a lot of stuff, guys. So if you happen to find yourself out here along State Road 46 in the city of Sanford, east of 1792, be aware. There are construction crews all over the place. I need you to be cautious. The travel lanes are subject to change depending on the progress of the construction project. So you want to be cautious of that. I will see you guys tomorrow. I want you guys to be safe. Have an amazing day. And yeah, get out there, enjoy the weather. It is beautiful outside. And be safe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.